It's a new season, a new coach, but by GMC, putting you comfortably in command. See your 5-star GMC dealer today.
All right, now let's check in with Dick Gabriel, courtside here at Rupp Arena. Dick?
All right, Rob, thanks very much. Good job, Rob.
Not bad at all, Dick. Thank you. And a moment ago, the Wildcats exploding on a shot by Allen Edwards.
Of Kentucky basketball over the last 7 or 8 years. They score in spurts. They score off their defense. They've been very sluggish in the half-court offense, but boy, when they turned the heat up, got into the full-court press, they were able to...
By Kentucky Utilities, making electricity the answer. By Ohio Casualty Company, encouraging extra effort in the classroom for today's student athletes.
By more coming up from Rupp Arena right here on the UK Television Network.
66-62. And I'll tell you what, Martin Newton, Allen Edwards came out, had a fine basketball. Dick?
All right, Robert, thanks very much. And as Martin said, Tubby Smith wanted
Education to work. By the Kentucky Lottery. Somebody's going to win. Might as well be you. By Beechwood Aged Budweiser, the king of beers. This Bud's for you.
To a 9-point lead. 8:21 to go, second quarter. Will break away. It's Kentucky 26. Wins it over Australia, 91-63. Already has 6.
Well, he's an explosive player. He's been... And that was all by Scott Padgett.
And let's go to Dick Gabriel. Dick?
All right, Rob, thanks very much. Morehead State trying to get back.
Well, a lot of competitive games already in the young college basketball season. Thursday night, this is Georgia Tech and NC State. Hoops du jour.
Kentucky leading there as well.
Leading scorers, 4 most valuable players of the game.
He had to be standing in the front. Not only tired physically, but a little bit mentally there.
Where Louisville eventually lost in the semifinals to Arkansas went on to lose to Murray State in that ranks.
It's Kentucky against Vanderbilt.
King Jr. from Chicago, Illinois.
Now 65-56, Kentucky by 9. South Carolina came in 10-2, 2-1 in the conference, trying to avoid falling.
The score of this game, the lowness, do you think it's low? No, just in terms of Arkansas doing so well and causing so many Kentucky turnovers.
I think it stems from Nolan, the confidence. They go at it one another. You saw him smile early this morning. That could be an NCAA feeling. Those teams.
Kentucky team up.
And what a job by...
CBS Sports coverage of the road to the Final Four is sponsored by Chevrolet Trucks, the most dependable...
Came into the SEC out of the Southwest Conference. They clearly established themselves and put a pretty... In Lexington, Kentucky, 15.2 seconds. This place is going for...
Welcome back to Freedom Hall in Louisville. The home court tonight for the Kentucky Wildcats, who trail Alabama, surprisingly.
By your local Ford dealer. Quality people, quality products. By Bank One. By UK Healthcare. Innovation, education, and dedication. By Citgo Petroleum. Just get up and go. Citgo says go. by Purnell's Old Folk Home.
Hobbs has got to regroup his team. Now, this is a very sensitive basketball team. They've had some big losses this year. So what he's got to do now is regroup his team, get them focused for the last 8 minutes, get them playing with confidence. They have dominated this basketball game. Well, Alabama, the good free throw shooter's hands. Scott Padgett, Jeff Shepard. And I'm going to tell you something. I like Wayne Turner in these situations. I think he's a clutch free throw shooter. Hit the 9 free throws down the stretch.
Thank God for a signal of 20.
Actually, for the game, they are 17 of 38, 45%. But remember, in the first half, they were only.
Once again.
Well, we touched on Fool's goal, Barry. There are times when you can get
Financial. At First Plus, we're working first for you. Buy pizza. We'll take a look at. It's the Hogs and the Cats. Two top. You were talking about Arkansas, right? By Bell South. Bell South is proud to be the official telecommunications partner of the SEC.
They meet for a third time. Two teams that have been in the second half. If the Gamecocks are to give the Cats any kind of run, it's 40-30 Kentucky at halftime. Brett Gumbel, along with Special K, along with the Pennzoil. I'd say Kentucky's tradition is worth tooting your own horn about.
Oh, unbelievable.
You know, there are only 2 teams in the whole one would be North Carolina, and the other is its potential second-round foe, St. Louis.
Hardly ever played, you know, only 5 times. Adolph Rupp and John Wooden, they never, you know, they didn't play against each other, and so it's kind of interesting that they've only.
Billy, what are your first impressions of this game?
Well, Steve Lavin decided right off the bat that
At the half for UCLA all season. Bruins made 9 of. UCLA was late coming out of the locker room. What could you possibly devise at halftime down 17?
Jim, I don't think it's a matter of devising anything as much
His 10th national title.
Well, we just saw Chris Johnson walk towards the sideline. That was his father, Marcus Johnson, who was.
The scoreboard lights have returned. Duke leading by the 17-15.
The national championship in 49 as well, beating Coach Iva's Oklahoma A&M team.
Halftime and CBS Sports exclusive coverage of the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship will continue after this message. The next day in the finals, here they are again, trying to see who will land the last spot for the Alamo Dome.
With the ball, he has recently against Clemson made the winning shot in the ACC tournament.
Answer to move within 1. So a 20-second timeout.
Hits the jumper.
Billy will return to San Antonio after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching CBS Sports exclusive coverage of the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. And at the Final Four, we'll be right back. Will play in the national championship game next.
Electric atmosphere filled with anticipation. The youth are the new kids in town. 6 national championships. Tip time is 9:18 Eastern time. And the winners will put this trophy into their saddlebags. Very special march to this championship game. Here to call it for us, Jim Nance and Billy Packer. Gentlemen.
Chip. Lineup. For at least a half, there is a Cinderella in San Antonio. Will it hold up? Utah 41, Kentucky 31, and CBS Sports exclusive coverage of the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship will continue after this message and a word from your local station.
tournament. Kentucky, a 78-69 winner over Utah, and the winners are with Jim Nance and Billy Packer. Trophy presentation as we continue from San Antonio.